Hi guys, Confetti Betty here. Just wanted to show you the best and easiest ways to do the new games in the winter update. So here we have the penguin game, which is ice skating. And it's best to do this as an adult so that you don't keep getting anything telling you that you need to go and have a sleep or anything like that. Probably even better not to have a pet with you. And basically this one you can do it at any time, at any pace. You know, you can do this really slowly, don't have to rush it, just do it at your own pace, you know, don't panic. All the gingerbread's going to sit there, no one's going to take it. Would say that it's probably best to do most of these games in a private server, only because at the moment there's a couple of glitches, and don't forget to use your jump, and hopefully you won't hit too many penguins, although there's always the odd one that you could end up bumping into. I don't like it much, but yeah. Did you guys know that penguins are my favourite animals? Well, at least they were until I started playing this game. Penguins in this game are rude, so rude. But yeah, so basically you just want to kind of go along. Like I say, if you miss any, don't panic. You can come back, you can get them. If you get caught like this, just turn around, carry on. There's no time limit. No one is timing you. There is no rush to get these little fellas. You can do it at your own pace. You don't even have to come here when the little fella says, oh, it's time, you know, to play the game. When the little thing comes up, the little box, you don't even have to come here then, because these little gingerbread guys, they will wait for you. They really will. You know, it's best to come here before the next game starts, because what you don't want to do is miss out. But look, see there how I've missed a couple? And what I can do now is just turn around, boom, one more, and boom, one more, and then come back to little penguin fella. And look, that means I missed 4 somewhere. I'm not fussed. It's only 4 for a start, although the pets in this game are ridiculously expensive, and so it is a good idea to get every single one you can. But like I say, it's not the end of the world. So you can take your time over it. You can even go and do the race game and then have a look around for the few that you might have missed. I think the maximum here appears to be 640. So that's where I'm going with this one. So guys, when I get to it, I'll show you the next game. So a couple of things I'd like to say about this game. Basically, again, it seems to be easier if you don't play it as a team, although it is supposed to be a team game. It is a little bit more fun, you've got other people running around, but I also find it very hard to get near the actual ice. I don't know if you get more points if you play as a team, but the maximum points you seem to be able to get if you play it in a private server is 750, or the maximum amount of gingerbread that you can get is about 750. So I don't know if you can get more in the team games in the normal servers, like the mixed servers, public servers, but this is just easier, and you don't have lots of people jostling you, and you don't have to like fight your way through. A couple of other things I just want to say is that I do think that the pets are quite highly priced. I don't know if they've done that on purpose so that they're harder to get, so they'll be like rarer in the future, and more tradable. I don't know if that's something that Adopt Me sat down and thought about. I know that a lot of people are complaining that the Halloween pets were too cheap, but I do feel like Adopt Me may have gone a little bit overboard on this. Also, when you do the skating, one thing I've noticed, and I'd like to know if you've noticed it too, when you come off your skates and you land back in the snow, it's a slog to walk again. You're suddenly so slow. But yeah, like I say, if anyone else has noticed that and gets annoyed by being so slow, then let me know. A lot of these games you can actually quite benefit by having a few of the little pink potions to speed you up. Right, here we go. So we are Team Mammoth. So I'm going to go over, say hello, Mr. Mammoth. I'm going to hit you a few times. And off he goes. Okay. So now I'm going to jump Let's see if I can get up there. Yeah, I think I'm quite tall enough. Woo! Oh, it's coming at me. So I'm just going to stay over here now. La, 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 la. It's a bit boring, but to be honest, I just can't be bothered to chase that mammoth around. I get knocked out by penguins and goodness knows what else. It's very boring. I find the game quite dull. Maybe it is a lot more fun if you play it with other people. See if I can catch. See, straight away, penguin right in the face. Like I said, penguins used to be my favourite animal, and I am rethinking that. Oh, well, there goes another one. You see? All that happens is I just get tapped by the penguins. But none of this really matters. Oh, boom. Because we've made some headway on our mammoth. Not a huge amount of headway, but a little bit. Oh, mammoth. Woo. Oh, no. See, even the mammoth is knocking me down. The mammoth is knocking me down. I'm trying to get you out of there. So rude. So rude. And they hit a penguin and then bounce off me. Rude. Rude, that's what you are. You're rude. You're rude. You're rude. You're rude. You're rude. You're rude. Hey! Knock me out of there. What's that about? Cheeky. But yeah, you can run around after the mammoth if you want, but you can also just wait for the timer to go down. Hello, big penguin. And there we go. And now he's out. Oh look, thank you for saving me. You're welcome. And there we go. He loves me. And he's gone. And there's my 750 gingerbread. So as you see, that game, quite easy. As long as you are basically just willing to hang around for a bit. What you could do is if you have a pet with you, you could always feed it and stuff in that little bit of time there. Because these games aren't very well spaced out. They give you much time for actually grinding with your pets. Or you could dress up some pets, you could dress up yourself. Or, you know, feed yourself if you're playing as a baby. Whatever you want to do. Now I'll show you the last game. So there's a couple of things I don't like about this game, I suppose. One is that it's really hard to read that sign there. I mean, really? It's got to get really close to be able to read the numbers on it. Why doesn't it have a thing above it like all the others do to tell you the time, you know? Another thing I don't like is that you have to talk to Bert. You have to go through the whole rigmarole every time you want to play the game. So really, I can't really be bothered with all that. I just want to get on with it. And yeah, it's just a pain in the bottom. And then down here, this is one thing I actually quite like, is the little fella. Look at him, the little rock pet. Oh, I'd love a rock pet. I don't know why they don't bring out a rock pet. It's just the most adorable little thing. I assume it's just like a hint towards the Jesse statue and his little rock guy son in the Halloween update, but it would be so cool if it was a hint that they're going to bring in the rock pet. How cool would that be? So, in this last game, it's the present shuffle game, and yeah, it's slightly dull, to be honest. I mean, it's not awful or anything by any means of the imagination, but I think because it just goes on so long. I didn't expect 3 rounds when I first played it. I was quite surprised about that. And it just takes up a lot of time when I would actually rather be off grinding my pets. But you can't have everything. I've worked very hard on this. I don't have. And, you know, I don't want to sound ungrateful. So hopefully, I think the countdown is getting close. There we go. So I don't want to teleport there now because here is Bert and now I must speak to him. Hello, yes, thank you for telling me the same thing you've told me every single time I've played this. And now, would you like to play the winter game? Yes, I would like to play Present Shuffle. Oh, I do hate that. Gosh. Right, here we are. So, the best way to play this game is when the presents come up and you get your 3 presents with the gingerbread in and you get your 2 presents with the coal in. Get yourself into position so you can see all of the 5 presents, and then concentrate on the 2 that the coal just went down in. Now watch those 2. So they've just swapped with each other. That's fine. And they're still there. Right, so they've swapped now so that he's at the front. So I know where the two coals are. So now the two coals are next to each other. And there we go. So now I know to avoid those two presents because that's where the coal is. So I can easily run around here and open these three, knowing that the coal is over there. So there we are, number one. So again, second round. Okay, here we go again. So I'm watching the coal. So the coal has moved to the front. Coal has moved to the front. So coal hasn't moved. And the coal has swapped with each other, so that's fine. Not too worried about that. And then they go again. So I know the three middle ones are the gingerbread because the two outside ones are the coal. So there you are, you see, and that's how you play this game basically. Don't watch the gingerbread, watch the coal, because there's less of the coal and it's easier to watch two boxes than it is three. Makes perfect sense, doesn't it? And hopefully you get a win every time. And out of this game you can get up to 1,200 candy. So yeah, 1,200 candy is quite good. So last time watching my coal, and I got two coal together, two coal slightly apart, and two coal together again, and now two coal in prominent position and two coal together again. So I'm going to go this way and click this one, and that's really annoying when those things happen. I got two coal together, didn't I say? You see, it puts you off when that happens. Really wish they'd kind of stop that until the game's over, because oh my gosh, when you're trying to watch them go around and then one of those things just pops up. That's another reason why it's really good to play this on a private server as well, because people send you trade requests, people send you party invites, and they pop up just as you're trying to look for, oh, there we go, we're back to the gingerbread again, just when you're trying to look for the presents. Oh my gosh, that's so frustrating. So yeah, so best to do it on a private server. I know it takes a lot of fun out of the game, but hey, at least you get your gingerbread. So guys, keep collecting and I'll speak to you soon.